Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. I have no idea what we did in the last episode. I got really sick, and then I got really busy, and I haven't recorded in about 3 months. Actually, that's not true. I recorded a 16-part Halloween series that was absolutely unwatchable. There was a technological problem with the game that I understand now, but didn't catch until I was finished with it. So, unless something changes with my technology, I just can't record that game. All this to say that I'm a little bit rusty. Please forgive me as I get back into the swing of things. I rewatched just the end of my last video so I know what we're doing. But yeah, I can't really give you the full summary. I guess we got here to Petalburg, and I guess we met Koops, and yeah, we're going here now. We got something about a monster. Alright, let's get back into it. Yeah, little rusty, like I said. Let's see if I still remember how to play this game. Ooh, there's a mushroom. Okay, my action commands are still looking pretty good. I wonder if that'll drop that mushroom. That would be nice. We got a new enemy here. This is a Koopa Troopa. Obviously. That's a Koopa Troopa. They've been around forever. Gotta respect the longevity. Their shells are hard, but flip them over and their defense drops to 0. And you know how to flip them over, right? Just jump on their heads. Pretty simple. They have 4 HP, which is a little annoying. That means between you and Goombella, you can't take them out in one cycle, but it doesn't matter because they're going to be stuck on their backs for, I believe, a full turn, and they won't pop back up unless you don't attack them. I believe that's with jump or hammer. So really, they're a piece of cake. You only have to worry about them if there's more than one of them. Oh, I didn't title this area yet. This path leads to Schwonk Fortress. Is it just me, or is this area darker? There are enemies around, so if you feel weak, remember to take it easy, okay? There are enemies around, but I think we're at full health. Yeah, we are. Are we at... yeah, we're at 10, okay. Star piece. I probably mentioned it before, but in terms of stat distribution, I am going to be going for mostly BP, and I'll go for another stat if I feel like I need it. For whatever reason, I have like a false memory of there being a dizzy dial around here in a tree. There isn't. I don't know why I thought that. That might actually be something for the first game. But there isn't, as far as I know. That thing needs to die now. I do remember I bought all those fire flowers. I probably still have some. I'll save them for an opportune time. Just trying to gather my thoughts a little bit. Just to give you an idea of how far in advance I record these things. It's been months, and with any luck, if I've actually managed to get back on track, you won't have seen a break at all. Yeah, a little peek behind the curtain. I like to record very, very far in advance, like finish a series and then post it, which has its disadvantages. It means that audience reaction, or like responding to audience comments, really isn't even a thing that I can do. But I have the tendency to get very busy. I have technically not a full-time job. I have 2 part-time jobs stitched together with very variable work schedules. And I'm also in school part-time, in grad school no less, taking 1 or 2 classes per semester, and I'm doing field work, and it's like a whole thing. So I record far in advance, just in the hopes that I'll never have to have a huge buffer. But in this case, it did me good. It meant that I didn't have to take a break. Or at least not much more of a break than normal. I want to say there were 2 weeks between Chibi Robo and this. And then there was the Halloween special that hopefully I posted. Saying that now, I hope I didn't actually just forget to post it. Anyway. We have a new enemy. These are, I believe, these are bald clefs. I think this might be the only time you see them. Do you see these in the next chapter? I don't think you do. That's a bald cleft. Basically a rock monster with a swarthy looking face. This is kind of mean, but bald guys really just don't do it for me. Max HP is 2, attack is 1, and defense is 2. Yeah, this guy's rock solid. Fire doesn't even hurt it. It might be best to attack with, say, a pow block. Which we just happen to have because they happened to give it to us. You can flee from this battle, so if you don't have an item that can hurt these guys, you can get away. But yeah, you can't actually do anything to hurt them. That's not quite true. You can super guard them, but that takes time. So I just used the POW block instead. And also, this is your introduction to enemies that are not hurt by fire. Doesn't make that big of a difference later on in the game. I'm trying to think if you even have fire moves that aren't the fire flower. I'm sure there's something. There's other types of damage that those enemies do tend to be immune to that does make a bigger difference. But, oh, by the way, the Koopa can't actually use that shell waltz down. But yeah, that's mostly relevant early game where you can't use fire flowers on certain enemies. Again, I'm trying to think if that becomes relevant. I'll think of it later. Or it'll come up later. But yeah, I was sick for a good long time. I had never really got a diagnosis, because sometimes with these things you just can't tell, but I had what was believed to be a bacterial throat infection, not strep, not COVID, not the flu. One of my doctors that I see thinks that it might, or it wasn't mono, right? One of my doctors thinks it might have been Epstein-Barr, but they didn't test for that, so who really knows? But I couldn't talk for like a week. And then for the 3 weeks after that, I was coughing, so I couldn't record. And then right after that, the new grad school semester started, and I could go on for hours about how this semester's been going. But I don't want to talk about school, I want to play Mario. So yeah, that's what's been going on with me. I was gonna say this might be a fire flower formation, but now I can take these guys out by myself. If I see 4 or more enemies that I can take out with the fire flower, I might use it. But again, with those Koopas, it's tricky because that's a little bit of the difficulty spike as well. The Koopas have 4 HP, and your damaging items right now can't take that much out. POW block does too. It does flip enemies, so you could flip a Koopa like that. Have I been getting these bushes? I don't think I have. You could flip Koopas using a POW block, but you're not going to kill them. And the fire flower does 3. So, not going to be killing any Koopas with that. You can get some more high damage items later, but they can be a little bit hard to come by, and if you do find a place where it sells them, it can be a little bit expensive. There's our other POW block. We're going to be needing that. This is the path to Schwonk Fortress. The air here is a bit stale, don't you think? Oh yeah, and listen, Mario. Remember, you don't have to attack every enemy you see. If you have low HP, you might just want to avoid them. That's Exploring 101, you know? That might be relevant at some point, but for now, I really do want all the experience I can get. These guys are not exclusive to this area, but they are very rare. There's only one area I can think of that's actually going to have them. Let's see who they are. That's a bristle, totally covered in spikes. They're so prickly. Max HP is 2, attack is 1, and defense is 4, and they're impervious to fire. Even trying to get close enough to whack it with a hammer is dangerous. Seriously, its spikes will totally pop out. So, since you can't jump on it or use your hammer, you'd better use an item. Yep, we'd better use an item. I don't like these guys, they're obnoxious. Even future partners that you get are bad with dealing with them, because if you get too close, they will pop their spikes out and just hit you. Not only do you take damage from that, but you also don't get to attack, so that's not good. Oh, I didn't tattle this room in that. We'll get it on the way back. I'm already slipping. This is part of Schwonk Fortress. We got a couple of pedestals here, that's it. Still, to archaeologists, this place is a gold mine. I gotta come back here sometime. I suppose that's true. And Goombella's a pretty capable fighter. She can make it here by herself, I'm sure. This is the path to Schwonk Fortress. The main entrance is just over there. There's a recovery block there, too. If your HP and FP are low, hit it, okay? I'm pretty sure that's not the first time we're seeing that. I don't think we're gonna need it, though. Hold on, let me check my badges. I already forget what I have equipped. Ah, okay. There's a badge I'm thinking of that I don't have on right now. I think I can do this without... Oh, I can't. Alright, I'm gonna have to try to get a good super guard in. Okay, I'm trying to... Okay, perfect. I'm trying to plan in my head a little bit. is a reason that you might want to save one of your POW blocks, and I am going to show it off because I show off everything, but I guess I'll be okay. I mean, I know I'll be okay, it's just a matter of how long is it gonna take. You'll see what I mean. If you already know what I mean, then you know what I mean. Inn coupon, a free pass, lets you stay one free night at an inn. Not always the most useful thing, but there are going to be some inns that I want to stay at because you get, like, special stuff for staying at them. So, hey, that's money I don't have to spend. Also, you can sell it, free 5 coins. They tend to be one of the things that if I'm running low on inventory space, I get rid of it first. But, you know, free stuff is free stuff. It's not like it's hurting us having it. I don't think I mentioned it last time, but when I have 2 of these guys, instead of trying to take one out all at once, I do like to spread out my attacks. Because, like I said before, if you attack a Koopa, it won't get up the next turn, even if you don't kill it. But if you don't attack it, it will get up, and then you have to knock it down again. Or otherwise get through its defense. So, all in all, I think it's faster to do it this way. Or at the very least, it makes me happiest. I'm happy to see that, despite everything, my muscle memory for stylish commands has not gone away. I remember while I was sick and I couldn't talk, I did a lot of practice for this game, just for various things, kind of testing to see where things were, going over recipes and stuff, messing around with something that's very difficult. I couldn't help it. I missed Paper Mario. Haha, you're the first contestants I've seen in a while. If you've come all the way here to Schwonk Fortress, you must want stone keys. And if that's the case, then you must compete against me. If you win, I'll let you through to where the stone keys rest. However, if you lose, you will suffer a terrible fate, and by terrible, I mean awful. Haha. So, what do you want to do? No thanks. Bah, you utter coward, begone! This is the Schwonk Fortress. Suspicious statue. I'm pretty sure it's a thwomp bust. Hey, I just remembered something I read about this place in a book. Whenever the villagers were confronted with a monster, they'd hide in this fortress. I guess there's a little bit of history everywhere you look, huh, Mario? So, technically, that would make this guy a protector, not a bad guy. What? What was that? Now you want to try? I'll take you on. You're in for it now. And we have... Well, it's the return of quiz shows, but I guess I haven't played the original Paper Mario on here. Hey, ladies and germs. Welcome, everybody, to the 65th Super Fun Quirk Quiz. Perk up those ears. If you correctly answer 5 of the following questions, you win. But get 3 of them wrong, and you'll suffer a cruel and unusual punishment. Now, for the first question. What's hidden in this place? Now, here's the thing. If you get enough wrong, something happens. But I want to show all of the questions, so I'm going to get... I think you need to get 5 right, so I'm going to get 4 correct, and then 3 wrong. Stone keys. Is that your real answer? Are you sure? Yes. Arrgh, that's correct. That question was too easy, but it only gets harder from here, much harder. So prepare yourself. On to question 2. What do 1 Mr. Softener and 1 Fire Flower cost at the shop in Petalburg, total? I don't know. 16? Oh, cool, that was right. Arrgh, that's correct. That question was too easy, so prepare yourself. Moving on, question 3. What is the name of the Medal of Petalburg? That would be Mayor Krupp. Okay, he doesn't usually ask that after every question. And same thing. We're not done yet, folks. Question 4. Tell me now, where is the Crystal Star? In Rogueport, obviously. Wrong, you fools. Remember, if you get 3 wrong, you're going to suffer like you wouldn't believe. Don't let the pressure get to you. Are you ready for the diabolical question 5? How can one get from Petal Meadows to Rogueport? Go through a pipe. Arrgh, right again! Tell me you didn't just get your 4th right answer. It can't be true. That's it. I'm making the rest of these near impossible. Get ready for brain pain. I don't think the questions actually changed because of that. On to question 6. Which of the following creatures have hands? The correct answer is Koopa Troopas, but we're gonna say the wrong answer. Yes, I'm sure. You blithering meathead, you're wrong again. Get one more wrong and something wonderfully awful happens to you. Just one more wrong. What's that I hear? Your little knees knocking? It's okay, we can handle it. Now for the last question. What number question is this? Super question 64! Wow, he asked that for all but one question. Wrong, wrong, wrong! So wrong it hurts. That's 3 wrongs! How awful for you. Oh no, what will happen to us? Time for the pain game! I'll be nice. Beat these guys and I'll let you pass, but you can't possibly do it. Best of luck, fathead! So this isn't impossible. Like I said, thinking of time, I actually kind of wish I'd saved one of those POW blocks. But this is doable. It's just gonna take a while. I might end up cutting some of this fight out. You'll see what I mean in a minute. That's a cleft. A rockhead jerk with spikes on his noggin. What a rocker. Max HP is 2, attack is 2, and defense is 2. That hardhead is a major pain. Fire doesn't hurt it, but other types of items are pretty effective usually. If nothing seems to work on it, you can always just run. I don't think we can. No, we can't. It's okay though, we don't have to. Here's how we're gonna deal with this. These guys are very easy to super guard. One more. Okay, so this isn't actually gonna take as long as I thought. It's just gonna take 2 turns. Yeah, it would have been nice to have the POW block for this and super guarded the first set of enemies. Uh-oh. Can you not? I was gonna say, can you not super guard when you're defending? No, I was just being bad. I think perhaps the different sprite is messing me up a little bit. Hopefully one more turn and this will be over. There we go. Getting a nice chunk of HP of experience for this. That in and of itself could be a decent reason to do it. Ooh, we just leveled up. Now the question is, do I feel like I need more HP? I think now is going to be the time to do it because eventually I am going to need more and I don't actually have a lot of badges right now. So I think I'm going to upgrade to 15 and I think we're going to be there for a while. What? It can't be. How do you defeat my cute little clefts? Urgh. Fine, whatever. You can pass, but I despise you. And he just lets us through anyway. Humph. And I realized I hit that save block earlier. I shouldn't have. I really hope that everything's okay with this recording. Gotta redo some settings with volume stuff, because I've been working on other projects in the meantime. Namely that Boo video. You got multi-bounce, jump on all foes in a row with perfect action commands. You know what, I just said I did. Well, I don't really need Pretty Lucky. That's a luxury, not a necessity. Multi-bounce is very good. It lets you bounce on all enemies in succession. This is a fuzzy. If you played Super Mario World, you know what fuzzies are. Just get rid of this one. And we'll have Goombella tell us about this one. I could have used a fire flower here. I'm saving it for something else. That's a fuzzy. What a hyper little guy, huh? Cut back on the caffeine. Max HP is 3, attack is 1, and defense is 0. Those things suck up your HP and use it to replenish their own. Isn't that the worst? I mean, ew! Doesn't that just sound totally gross? Anyway, guard against them by pressing A the moment they release you. The timing is pretty hard to master, so, practice up. These things really suck HP. Ugh, the timing is pretty difficult. I used to have a handle on it. There we go. Yeah, I can do that some of the time. It's not going to be super consistent, but like I said, I can do it some of the time. And unfortunately, the fuzzies have 3 HP, which means that you cannot take them out with one character by themselves. But they are susceptible to fire flowers, so that's good. Unfortunately, when they suck your HP, they do get it back. So make sure you take it out in one shot. They do only have one attack, however, so they're not like the worst. But it's just another step in the progression of more difficult enemies. Totally forgot to tattle. We're in Schwonk Fortress. My shoes are totally soaked through now. Just great. Plus, it's dark and cramped, and it smells totally bad. This place is not cool, Mario. I don't think that'll respawn this enemy. All this moisture makes this place really moldy smelling. And what's that other stink? Is that what wet fuzzy smells like? I think I'm gonna totally barf. Yeah, I suppose that would smell pretty bad. You don't always think about the way places in video games smell, but yeah, I guess places like this wouldn't necessarily smell good. Oh, I have more fire flowers than I thought. Let's just take these guys out. I don't feel like dealing with them. Be nice if I could get that mushroom, too. See, there are advantages to playing fast and loose with your money. Ah, I was really hoping for that mushroom. We're in Schwonk Fortress. This room is damp and moldy too, like every other one. Jeepers creepers, I just want to see the sun again. Is that so wrong? I wonder if this was the place where people hid. You got a sunstone, a mystical stone shaped like the sun. And you got an ambush. This is a fire flower. It's just a fire flower. Bye. Alright, we have 2 left. Might as well use them here. They're gonna stop being so effective. Well, that's not true. We have enemies coming up in a sooner area that might be affected by them, but we'll have other ways of dealing with them. So this is really going to be the last time that the fire flowers are going to be this good. So I think I am just going to use them up in here. You go slower in the water. That's why I've been walking on the wall like that. Alright. There sure are a lot of fuzzies living here in Schwonk Fortress. I saw one a minute ago, and I thought it was a ghost. I totally hate dark places. Goombella's kind of scared of a lot of stuff. Okay. Not dealing with that. I just gotta remember to save the last one for the last room in this hallway, because yes, they are symmetrical. Still getting decent experience, which is good, because I don't usually level up there after that fight. Give me something. Too bad. Alright, let's see if we can actually ambush this guy. Yeah, there we go. That's what I was hoping for. 3 fuzzies is annoying. I am in a multi-bounce here. And that's multi-bounce in action. So now you can see both of them are set up to be killed in one shot by either of the characters. In this case, it's Goombella. And even if he had gotten the HP back, there's only one of him and there's 2 of us. So he would be going down this turn anyway. Multi-bounce is a really nice ability to have. It is gonna sort of get outclassed later as enemies' defense starts going up, but it's really nice early game and mid game. And here's the Moonstone. We're in Schwonk Fortress. All this water has made the place a little cold. I wouldn't mind getting out of here for some fresh air soon, you know what I mean? That's another thing you don't think about. You got a Moonstone, a mystical stone shaped like the moon. Just the general ambience, temperature, smell, stuff like that. You don't always think about that while you're going through a game. But Goombella thinks about it. And that's the last fire flower we have put to good use. And that's a lot of experience. 12 to be exact. Alright, let's get out of here. figure out where we're going to use these stone keys. We're so slow. Anybody who's played the original Paper Mario knows that there's a way to move faster with just like a default move that you have. You don't have that in this game. Meork! Hey, you suspicious types, this is our place, and coming in here is rude, rude, rude. Sorry, suckers, if you want a warm welcome, too bad. Now I lunch on your head. Mini-boss! This is the Gold Fuzzy. It might have been nice to have a fire flower for this, just for the extra damage, but it's not that important. Let's tattle him, see what he's got. That's a Gold Fuzzy. Whoa, those are super rare. I'm serious, wow! Max HP is 10, attack is 1, and defense is 0. Oh, but hey, even though it's a fuzzy, it won't suck up your HP, which is nice. I have to wonder though, how does this thing hide? Look at it, it's so gaudy. It doesn't have to hide, it's stronger than all the other fuzzies. Yes, it won't suck up your HP, and despite being a boss, it has 0 defense, or mini-boss anyway. Me, oof, hey, ow, you chumps are tougher than you look. But I'm not through yet, everyone get him! And here comes the fuzzy horde. You do not have to fight these guys, you can just attack right through them, but you actually get extra experience if you do attack them, so I'm going to. It can be a little bit hard to nail the commands. That's pretty easy though. I think we're gonna be okay. We are gonna be at this for a little while, but we have a mushroom, we have sweet treat if we need it. It's just gonna take a little while. Ah! Had to get into the swing of things there. Oh boy. I have a mushroom if I need it. I'd actually probably rather use Sweet Treat just because it'll also restore my FP, but then again, ooh. Ah, too bad. I don't really need FP for anything in this fight. This will be over soon enough. We've already got them down halfway. And that was it. Apparently you only have to get them down to 10 HP. And look, we got experience for that. I don't see people do that all that often. Probably because it takes a while and ultimately isn't really worth it, but you know me, I like to show everything. And that's this fight pretty much over. I had trouble with this my very, very first time through playing the game. I think I might have actually died to this fight. But once you know what you're doing, he's really nothing to be worried about. You get 20 HP, XP. You got me. And off they go. See, he doesn't need to hide. He's got his own little secrets. Anyway, we have our stone keys. Let's begin the walk home. We can pick up that that room that we didn't tattle while we're over there. Oh, the enemies are back. I am actually going to avoid them, mostly because I just don't feel like fighting them. I got some extra HP, or not, I keep saying that. I got some extra experience in there, so I don't really feel the need to fight these guys. If I accidentally get into a battle, I'll fight them, but otherwise, they're small fry. I don't need them. This is a part of Schwonk Fortress. We got a couple pedestals here, that's it. It looks pretty decent, but this place is actually insanely old. Did you know that? I'd say it was built about 1,000 years ago. Yep. What vibrant ruins. Everything comes down to 1,000 years, doesn't it? Well, it's nice to know that there are civilizations that old in the Mushroom Kingdom as well. Actually, I guess Rogueport maybe isn't in the Mushroom Kingdom, but in Mario's world anyway. We definitely have civilizations that have ruins that are 1,000 years old. And look at that, we're back already. I think I'm going to end things here as soon as we get back to that save block. So thank you very much for joining me on what may or may not be a little bit of a rusty episode. And hopefully I'll see you back here in the next episode for more Paper Mario. Bye-bye!